guys? Welcome back to the channel. So first off, I want to apologize for not uploading on Friday. With the whole cancer situation, my mom, I've been feeling pretty much unmotivated in general. I had a hard time getting out of bed the last few days. I've had a hard time getting up and doing YouTube videos, doing schoolwork. I mean, it's just been a rough week, and today's the start of a new week, so we're going to try to make it better. So like I said in that video, there's going to be times like this where this happens, and I might miss an upload day or two during this time frame. But yeah, this video is going to be kind of just a truck video in a sense. But I want to apologize for not having a video up Friday and for not having, well, a better video up today, like a normal vlog or anything like that. Pretty much this weekend, I've just spent my time at home. We did a live stream Saturday night, which not a lot of people saw, because plus we had technical difficulties, so it didn't really work out to plan at all. Today, which is Sunday, I was hanging out with Hayden all day today. We went and got some lunch and went back to his house, watched YouTube, and played video games, you know, the usual. Mike was supposed to be with us, but he had other plans, so fortunately he wasn't able to come out and hang out with us too. We could have done, you know, a more traditional car vlog. I'm trying to kind of take out any sort of like repetitiveness of videos. I wanted to kind of make things, make different content in a sense, I guess you could say. But Hayden has some stuff planned for the Honda and I don't know how far in the future, but I've already talked about it. He's wanting to wrap the car, but we'll see where things take on that end. But as far as the truck goes, we'll talk about that in a minute. But I apologize for not having a video Friday, and I apologize for this video not being, you know, a typical vlog, but just keep in mind I've been very unmotivated the last few days, and I'm doing my best to try to keep a happy face on and make some content. So I guess before I get started with the truck, one last thing. I do have an update on the cancer situation. For those of you that were worried or anything, we did get tests back that it is thankfully not genetic, but it is hormone driven, which I guess in a sense is still genetic, but they said there wasn't it wasn't related to a gene, it was related to hormones. So that means my mom's might have to take some special pill for 5 years or so that will shut the receptors off, so it doesn't have any chance of coming back. Which, I mean, it's worth it to me at least. It means I'm going to keep my mom around for a little while longer. And we got, today actually, my mom pretty much to help me ease my fears a little bit. That's why I'm a little bit better right now in this video. Pretty much what her diagnosis was is DCIS, which is ductal carcinoma in situ, which means that it's in a lactal duct, and is non-invasive, and it's staying put. So that was all fantastic news, and my mom gave me just the cure rate just to help me ease my fears a little bit, and it is one of like the easiest cancers to get rid of. So that, you know, that's great news. So I'm very, very thankful for that. So, to hear that news today, it pulled a lot of stress off of me. So yeah, that's kind of an update on that. So quick little update there. But anyway, on the topic of today's video, and I would be doing this outside of the truck, but it's 11 o'clock when I'm filming this, and I have to edit this and upload it and get it prepped for normal upload time. So, sorry. But a lot of you guys know my truck. It's got 236,000 miles on it, and it definitely has not a lot of things that show its age, but there are some stuff that show its age. The paint fading out. It's very easy to scratch now. The smallest thing scratch the paint on that thing nowadays. And I could just, you know, get it re-clear coated and all that, but I do plan on painting the truck a whole different color eventually, so I'm not terribly afraid of it. Right now at least. Pretty much it's helping me paint prep. I know it does body damage too, and that's going to get fixed. But one of the other big problems was the third brake light. The gasket failed on it about a year ago. I know, stupid. Somebody doesn't want to fix it. If you guys saw, I just fixed this about 2-3 months ago because I was trying to figure out what the problem was. And I wanted to get it right the first time instead of having to like replace parts constantly like I did when I had the misfire situation. And I wound up going to getting another gasket for it and just saying like, well, it has to be the problem because I've done leak tests, because it started up shortly after I did the roof rack delete. A lot of you guys might remember that. So I was like, okay, that's the problem. It's probably the roof rack delete. So I did like tons of leak tests on it, and it wasn't the roof rack delete. So I was like, all right, well, this is strange. And sure enough, it's the third brake light. So I fixed the gasket. I replaced the gasket. Had it, my dad completely refinished it and restored it, made it look fantastic. Like it's showroom fresh appearing. We did the LED conversion on it to finish up the rear end LED conversion. I still have to do parts of the front. I know it probably bothers a lot of people. I have LEDs completely in the rear and halogens up front, but I've got plans for that. I mean, you guys have seen my DRL strips, but that's not all that I have, you know, in the thoughts right now. Since I'm gonna have to buy new headlights anyways, might as well retrofit them. So that's on my checklist. That's part of why the DRL strips haven't happened yet. It's because I need to replace my headlights because they're yellowed out and destroyed already. But part of the issue with the headlight, with the third brake light, was it wound up causing a lot of damage and a lot of sagging to my factory headliner. That signature kind of gross headliner that I have that sags. And it's probably one of my biggest pet peeves with the truck right now, minus the sun faded, you know, button, like window buttons and stuff like that. That's an easy fix though. I can just, really if I wanted to, I could just put vinyl over it and call it a day. But at least on the door handle, because the actual like grab handle to close the door is the sun damage as well. But that's not me. So with that, I'm going to need to replace the headliner soon. And of course, much like the LED conversion, I'm not going to be doing any sort of in-depth tutorial because Monday86, another Sport Track YouTuber, has already done this. So in order to not step on his toes, I will link his guide whenever I make the video, and probably might as well here too, as long as I remember, where you guys can see that and see his guide, how to redo the headliner. That's pretty much the only reason I'm not doing it, is because if there already exists one guide, I gotta find, like, well, I forget the phrase, early bird gets the worm, something like that. So, yeah, I'll link his guide in there where you guys can go and do that. It's just, for me, it just doesn't make sense. Granted, he has the XLT to my knowledge, so his is a little bit more involved than mine would be, because mine's an XLS, so I don't have like the roof compass and stuff like that. But it'll be a similar process. So, yeah, I'm gonna let Monday86 take that one. So yeah, I'll link that guide there. But part of why I want to make this video is I want you guys to help me decide on what color the headliner should be. I'm not gonna do any sort of crazy designs, so it'll be just a solid color. If I've stuck between just normal gray fabric like it is now, just pretty much just replacing it as is, or doing a black. I would love to do like the Starry Night headliner stuff, but I have no skills on how to make that kit happen, so I'm not gonna bother. As cool as it would be, it'd be a really cool little touch, but I'd rather just have just a normal black or gray headliner. The problem is if I do black, it'll obviously attract a lot of heat, but it will coincide with the seats a little bit, my bucket seats, which kind of look out of place in a gray interior. The only thing that's black in the interior is my radio bezel and my my steering wheel and the steering column. Those are the only things that are actually black on the interior. So that's why I'm so torn on doing the black, because like I said, there's only three other pieces of black on the interior, and it wouldn't really match. So that's kind of that. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. So I guess the point of this video is really, what do you guys think? Should I do a gray headliner or do a black headliner? And of course, it serves as general purpose of being just, a quick update on the situation with my mom and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of that. This video's kind of just turned into a mini update. That's probably what this video is just going to be titled, is just a mini update. So, but yeah, that's the update of my mom. Everything is looking, good. Outlook is good right now. Like I said, she just has to get through the surgery now, figure out if she's going to need a mastectomy or not, and then from there, we'll figure out if she's going to need any sort of radiation or chemo. Hopefully not, because the problem with radiation, in my opinion, is, well, it may get rid of the cancer, it may give it to you too. So that's my fear with that, is I'm afraid it would just give her another type of cancer. So that's why I don't like radiation very much. Chemo is just hard in the body too. So hopefully, if she can avoid that, hopefully they can, make that happen. But I know it's necessary if it needs to happen. It'll help, but I'm afraid of the risk it could cause too. But that's why I'm not so worried about it right now. And plus, I've had multiple days. I've had a week to think this over at this point. So I'm not so scared about it as I was before with it. Now having all the facts presented in front of me. So hopefully those facts hold up and everything turns out just fine. So that's great news. So if anyone who's worried about my mom or anything like that, that's, really good news that I get to share with you guys. Hopefully soon I'll be able to give, an all clear that she's cancer free, but we won't have any sort of idea on that for probably a few weeks to a couple months. So I'll keep you guys updated. Of course, follow my Instagram. I post a lot more frequently there, so I'll probably have updates there periodically. A lot more than I will here on the cancer situation. So yeah, that's kind of that. Again, help me decide which headliner to do, because it's not going to happen to the end of this week, I don't think. I accidentally bought Luigi's Mansion, so I kind of spent my money that I was going to spend on the headliner because I was sad and wanted a new video game to play to cheer me up. I have terrible financial decisions. I'm not going to go out and buy expensive cars, but I will darn sure buy video games. You can kind of see my priorities are, in a sense. I don't like payments, so that's why I don't like own the nicest, newest car, but it's kind of that. Anyway, that's all just my emotions kicking in there. I just was there. I was at the game store, and I was like, I'm sad. I want a game, so I bought Luigi's Mansion. Not the smartest thing to do, but I love that game. It's so fun. But anyway, that's not this channel. I feel like there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I'm forgetting. But anyway, that's kind of that. So that's kind of the mini update on everything, really, since I didn't upload Friday. I am probably going to be doing the update on the mental health video. I did this video almost 6 months ago, if not 6 months ago by now, where I talked about kind of how this year just kicked me in the tail from the beginning. And I'm kind of going to give the back half update, if you will, like the back half of this year since after that. It's been 6 months since I uploaded that, so I'll probably, again, pull out the POV camera, we'll go for a ride in the truck, and I'll talk about everything, give you guys the 6 month update, so on that end. So I don't know if that'll be this week and maybe next week, but it's going to come up eventually, so. If you guys have any sort of content ideas for this week, let me know. Like I said, I'm going to use something that's a little bit easy for me right now because, again, while I do have all the great facts in front of me, I've still got that bit of anxiety about everything, so motivation is still hard to come by for me right now. So I could really appreciate any sort of content ideas to help me get motivated. But yeah, I apologize if this video was a little too long. I know it was a lot of talking. I know it's not usual car content, but hopefully we can get back to that very shortly. So thank you all again for tuning in the video. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, hopefully. Have a good one, everyone.